And this is 36, the podcast. Podcast. 36, the podcast. And this is 36, the podcast.
What's up, Fairbanks, North Star Borough? My name is Tilden.
I'm Jeff.
And this is 36 the podcast. Today, we're joined by Jeff Masters, the owner of Rat Pack Cigars. Jeff has built a spot in Fairbanks where cigar enthusiasts, from seasoned smokers to complete beginners, can find great cigars and even better conversation. His shop has become a hub for the local cigar community, bringing a little classic cigar lounge culture to the interior of Alaska. Today, we'll talk about how Rat Pack Cigars got started, cigar culture in Alaska, and some of the stories that come from running a cigar shop in the far north. Jeff Masters, welcome to 36 Podcast.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to
be here.
finally catch up with you. Okay, so you guys might be noticing something a little bit different. Yes. Well, two things a little bit different, or maybe three, but let's talk about the first two. First of all, our surroundings. We're not in Hoodoo, all right? So the plan was to come out to the cigar shop, have a conversation with Jeff Masters about cigars, beer, and whiskey, and hopefully get to puff on some cigars. However, Jeff explained to us why we can't puff on cigars.
Well, we can't bring the two together indoors. We could do it outside if you want to go out and sit out there in the snow.
No, sir. We'll wait until the spring for that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, now so
We're going to try and get that changed, though. We're going to work on that.
So is that something that the state of Alaska as a whole has to vote on, or is it something that local citizens?
It's a state issue. We
Okay.
have to change the law, to allow smoking and drinking together. It's a smoke-free workplace law.
Okay.
So if we don't have employees out there, I don't know why we, as adults, can't bring a drink out there and drink and smoke together. But we'll have to play with that issue.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And then also, once again, Brandon, he's still doing hockey dad stuff. I think, did he say that the kids are in playoffs now? That they're in the playoffs is what's happening?
I think so. Getting close to the end of the season, I would hope.
Okay, all right. So Brandon, once again, he's not with us. We don't have a guest host this time to take his place. Now, we normally do, but everybody, this is a busy weekend for a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of things to do. So our normal go-tos were they all had previous plans. So it's just going to be Jeff and I, along with Jeff Masters, the owner of Rat Pack Cigar.
The Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack.
Yes, we are changing names. We have cigars and we have alcohol, but we're trying to become one entity here.
Okay, all right.
Which we are now. So.
Gotcha. All right. So the Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack.
Boom. All right. So, also what we are not doing today is we're not doing the 12 noon tap. Now, I may, for example, snap my fingers and we may appear, you never know, at Hoodoo, Jeff and I, to do the tap after. So if you snap my fingers and we magically appear at Hoodoo. All right, Fairbanks, North Star Borough, how you guys doing? We popped into Hoodoo real quick just because every Saturday we, we normally do a segment and we talk about today's cask. And so today's tap, it's going to be a stout, conditioned on pure cocoa powder and 2 chopped habanero peppers. So, if you follow me on my food review page, you guys know that I like the heat. So we're going to see how this goes. And so, for the record, Jeff is over there. He doesn't want to be a part of this right here. I don't know why, but whatever. The show must go on. So, stout conditioned on 2 habanero peppers and cocoa powder. We're just going to give it a taste and see how it goes. Okay, so if you guys remember a few years ago, it's more than a few years ago, probably about 10 or 15 years. So about 10 or 15 years ago, Sriracha made a stout. And it was a beer, a stout, but they put it in a damn, a Sriracha beer bottle. So the beer bottle looked like a Sriracha bottle. It was red with white letters, but it was a stout. Spicy beer, spicy stout. So this right here, so it came in a 4-pack. And I bought a bunch of those 4-packs. So this right here takes me back to when I bought that first 4-pack of Sriracha stout. So you got that deep cocoa. Then you also, at the end, you have that spicy kick of the habaneros. So it's definitely a win. By the time you view this podcast, Saturday will have been gone. But hopefully you got a chance to come down here and check out today's cask. So once again, it is a stout conditioned on pure cocoa powder and 2 chopped habaneros. And so once again, I want to give a shout out to Bobby and his mad scientists in the back that come up with these Saturday taps right here, these Saturday casks. So once again, kudos to Bobby. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming at the Rat Pack. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Peace. So I'm enjoying an IPA today from Hoodoo. Jeff, what are you drinking?
Also the IPA.
And so, Jeff.
I have a Kolsch.
And so now, so are you a Kolsch guy?
I am. That's the one I drink.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
all I drink over there.
Yeah, you know though. Now, so have you had the Pilsner yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, yeah. So I usually drink. So I'm a Kolsch guy myself. But they introduced the Pilsner, and it's only for a limited time. So I've been concentrating on that.
Yeah.
Until until
I
it
don't
runs
like
out.
I don't like a hoppy beer like an IPA. I just don't like that. So yeah, I just something lighter. Pilsner would be good.
Okay.
Have to go over there and try that one.
Gotcha. All right, not a problem. All right, now, so are you ready to get into these questions?
Well, let's do it.
All right, so
I don't know if I can answer them, but we'll.
I think you're gonna do a good job.
We'll do all right.
All right. Okay. So for people who haven't been to Rat Pack Cigars yet, and so I apologize because I forgot to correct my notes. So I'm gonna probably mistakenly call it.
We can call it Rat Pack Cigars. That's
Okay.
fine. We have cigars. We have alcohol. So it's just like I say, the Rat Pack now. So.
Okay, so it's called the Rat Pack now, but charge it to my head, not my heart, because it's in my notes. I'm gonna probably just read off my damn notes. All right, so for people who haven't been to Rat Pack Cigars yet, what's the story behind how the shop started?
Well, they took everything away from us. We used to just go to the bar and have a cigar and a drink, and they, with the smoke-free workplace law, it just took it away.
Right.
So the law wrote that if I had a tobacco shop, I could have a tasting room. So that put us to a warm area to where we can smoke.
Okay.
So that was the main reason.
Okay. Good deal. And so you've been around for how long?
5 years on the tobacco side, and just 6 months with the alcohol. Just trying to get, we're babies yet with the alcohol, so.
Gotcha.
Trying to get it going.
All right, good deal.
All right, so where'd your personal love for cigars begin? Was there a specific thing that started you smoking cigars? Or?
Well, I just, I used to go to the river all the time down the Clutina, and I just love sitting there smoking a cigar. You know, that's kind of where I started. So, and just grew from there. Summertime, a thing to begin with, and then now it's just, it's a full-time deal now. So.
Gotcha. All
I
right.
still only smoke one a day. I'm good. I don't do a ton of them.
Okay, now, so you're telling us as the owner of a cigar shop, and you have all these cigars available to you. You have calmed it down, tamed it down to where you smoke one a day.
I've only pretty much smoked one a day, unless I go to an event. Then as long as they keep shoving them in my mouth, then I keep smoking them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay, so why the name the Rat Pack? What inspired that branding?
Well, that's just the type of music I like. And plain and simple is just it's the era of music.
Yeah, the old Sammy Davis Jr.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Frank
Frank
Sinatra.
Frank
Sinatra.
Sinatra, Dean
But then
Martin.
I go out, through Billie Holiday, all that type of stuff. Just that era of music. So that's what we like to play here. That's what I like to play here. But it's really up to a person that comes in here. If they
Right.
want to listen to country, we'll put country on. If they want
Gotcha.
to listen to whatever, we'll put whatever on. But
All right, good deal.
So, opening a cigar shop in Alaska. What were some of the unique challenges to try to get it going up here, and what were your biggest hurdles for getting started?
well, the biggest, I mean, everybody's got to build a humidor or somewhat, but keeping the humidity in the humidor during the wintertime is an absolute nightmare. I mean, it's constantly filling it up, constantly. So that was you just had to live and learn on that one.
Right.
But,
right.
a lot of the other places in town here don't take care of their cigars, and that was just a big thing for me. It's
Right.
just to have a 70 humidor, 70 degrees, 70% humidity,
Yeah.
and let's have good cigars in town.
Right, exactly. Okay. Okay, so what makes the Rat Pack different from other cigar lounges or shops that people might visit when they go to Lower 48?
The difference here is that we just can't smoke and drink together. Most shops in Lower 48 can do that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have smoking lounges where they can drink and smoke there.
Right.
We just can't do it here.
Yeah,
That's the biggest difference.
Well, you would think that they would provide some type of exception.
You would think that's what we're going to try and do.
Yeah, because like you're a cigar shop.
Yeah.
And you also have your liquor license and you have beer.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you also do coffee as well.
We do coffee,
And
beer,
so-
and hard liquor. And
So every Saturday morning, one of my rituals is I get up, make a big pot of coffee, and then I smoke a cigar. And so to me, there's no greater pairing than a nice
that's
cigar.
my favorite. I do mine in the
and a big
morning
cup
with
of
my coffee. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And so you would think that the fact that you operate a cigar shop, that they would offer some type of you can do this, or
Well,
you
we can
guys
drink
do-
coffee
yeah,
out
but,
there.
Yeah, but we just can't. Oh well, yeah, okay,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So we can drink coffee.
Yeah, so
and a
as
cigar.
long as it's not alcoholic, you can actually have non-alcoholic beverages out there. We could do a non-alcoholic beer
Right.
and smoke and drink together with that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It's just it has to do with the alcohol. I mean, the law reads that they don't even if you were outside, I couldn't have a server go out there and serve you alcohol if you're outside smoking. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Now, okay, so for all you guys that are out there that listen to the podcast, if you have not been to the Rat Pack, let me tell you, it's a nice building. And so, okay, so full disclosure, I own Custom Creations, Embroidery, and Digitizing, and I have been I have worked with Jeff since the beginning, providing hoodies, t-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, that kind of stuff. And so I've seen this place grow from when he first opened it until where it is now. And so he's got a pretty nice thing going on in the back. If you have not been here, I know Army guys, I work on post. I know you guys like to smoke cigars. This is the spot to come for like a battalion event, a company function, or even corporate guys. Look, if you guys smoke cigars, he's got a nice place out here, but we just need to get these laws established to where you could smoke a cigar and
Have a
enjoy
drink, yeah.
a nice shot of whiskey.
Well, come springtime here, we'll be doing it outside. We just got to get it to warm up. It's not a good thing in Alaska to be out
true.
at 40 below trying to smoke a cigar.
Okay, so the fire. Okay, so at the fire pit, you can have a cigar and
Yes.
oh, you just can't do it inside your
Yes.
new building that you built.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we could do it outside. We have a fire pit out there that we can actually, a warming fire, and
Yeah.
and it actually works out pretty good. But
Okay.
it can't be 40 below. You just can't keep your
Right.
feet warm. So,
Right, exactly.
but if it's above zero, it's nice out there.
Yeah, because I was thinking too. Yeah, because my camera lenses would have froze if we had been out there today. because
It's
you
30
know,
above. What are you talking about?
you know, though, because I really had my heart set on smoking a stogie doing this interview, man. I really did.
Yeah.
I really did. But we'll save that for the summertime when we can get out.
Yeah,
on
we'll
the,
do it again out there. And
Okay, good deal, good deal.
we got a lot of events coming up. You got to come to one of those. You haven't been to one of those yet.
No, I now. So speaking of events, and so we're doing some segues real quick. Real quick, I like to segue. Be quiet. Okay, so are you the guy running the cigar deal at the car show coming up? So is that you?
So the tequila?
Yeah.
That I did it last year.
Yeah, so
I'm the only option there is, but they haven't talked to me yet.
because on the radio ads they're saying cigar bar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it might be Jeff.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I did it last year, but
That's gonna be a long day, isn't it?
it is a long day. It's a fun day though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I heard the cigar shop or like cigar lounge. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah, we had a 30-foot tent there. We had the best place there was. I had everybody in there.
Really?
So,
Well, yeah. Well,
once it
yes.
started raining, it was like everybody was in there.
Okay. Well, then, and so you could smoke in there,
Yeah, it was just
cigars,
an open tent. Yeah. So,
and you also have your drinks too.
yeah. Well, we didn't have drinks. Alcohol.
Before you had the
They had an
license.
alcohol tent. So what I'm gonna when they call me if they do.
Well, no, because it's on the radio ad.
Yeah, but
it's
they're
on the
talking
radio ad.
cigars, but they're not talking Rat Pack cigars. They're talking cigars. They're gonna have it, but they don't have a lot of options.
Right. Okay.
So now that I have the liquor license, if I can actually bring it over there and actually serve alcohol and smoke, that would be fantastic.
that'd be
but
awesome.
Then, that's stepping on feet of people that already have the liquor license there and their drinking tents and stuff. So
Got you.
I don't know if they would allow me to do it, but we'll try.
Well, I guess we're gonna. It remains to be seen. We shall see.
Yeah,
Because it's in June or July.
in May, I think.
Yes. May 28th to 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just gotta have the liquor tent next to the cigar tent, and you're good.
Yeah, we could work that out. I'm sure we could probably work that out.
Okay.
All right. So, what goes into selecting the cigars you carry here at Rat Pack?
It's people to begin with. When I go to a show and I meet manufacturers and stuff, if I get a good rapport with them, and I enjoy their company type thing, I'll start with that. I'll bring the cigar in, and then the people are going to tell me if they like it or not.
Right.
It's not up to me if I really like it. Because there's cigars that I just don't like necessarily, but people here love them.
Right. Okay. All right. So, for someone completely new to cigars, what's the first cigar you usually recommend and why?
Oh, I would go with like a Perdomo champagne, something with a light wrapper on it, a Connecticut wrapper, something that's going to be creamy.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of flavored ones too. I mean, you really just got to talk to the people, and when they start talking, the first thing I would ask them, do you like flavors?
Yeah. You mean
If
like
they
the
say-
acids? You like
Well,
the
the acids,
acids?
I run so far away from those things.
Yeah, me too. I cannot stand
I took
acids,
one
man.
drag off one and threw it as far as I could. It's like, I can't do that. So, but I don't like anything flavored. But I do have a lot of nice flavored ones. If they talk that they like flavors, then I might go there.
Wow. Okay. All right. Good deal.
I mean, I would go for Maduros.
Oh yeah, so yeah, man, Maduros. I think, So the first time I tried a Maduro, man, it did not go well because Maduro's a little bit stronger, and so yeah, it did not go well for me the first time I had a Maduro. So I stick to the Connecticut wrappers. I'm a Arturo Fuente guy forever, so that's my jam right there. That is definitely my jam.
What are some common mistakes beginners make when they start smoking cigars?
They want to inhale them.
Oh yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny to watch a guy inhale a cigar. First off, they're cigarette smokers, and they want to inhale a cigar.
Exactly. Yeah, because that does not like you will ruin your day when you do that. Let me tell you what. And so that was probably the mistake that I made when I first started smoking. The reason I first started smoking was to get back at my mother and father-in-law, because every Friday, before my wife and I got married and we were dating, and even while we were married and we lived there in the same city as them, every Friday was Yahtzee Day. And back then, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they were chain smokers. They've since stopped. father-in-law passed away, but they've since stopped. And every Friday I'd leave there smoky and all smoked out. So I'm like, okay, can I smoke a cigar? And so, yeah, you can smoke cigars. So one Yahtzee night I came with a big ass cigar, man. My first time smoking a cigar. And I was smoking like they were smoking their cigarettes.
Oh God.
Chain smoking them, huh?
I was puking. I was puking all over the patio. Yeah, I will never forget that night right there, man. That was
Kind of surprised you like cigars now.
that was well, but that was over 30 something
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah. So now, so now I really appreciate a good cigar.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, so let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, so is the cigar culture more about the cigar itself or about the conversations and community that come with it?
I think it's more the conversations and community. I mean, you can grab a cigar, any cigar, and sit out there and chat with people and learn a lot of, from different people. And
Right.
that's why I like the shows and stuff where you sit down with Rocky Patel, and talk with him and pick his brain on different things. Carlito Fuente.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what though. So before life started lifing and I got really, really, really busy with custom creations, I used to come here and sit over there around with your chair and the table and have conversations with whoever was sitting over there. And so I remember having some good conversations. There's one, I don't know if he's the chief of police, but he's one of the head firefighter guys here.
That was probably,
And so he shows up every so often at Hoodoo now. And but I remember just sitting and talking to him, and he had another buddy that used to come with him. He was also a firefighter. Just having good conversations.
Yeah, we have a lot of firefighters that show up here.
Yeah, just having good
A
conversations.
lot of military show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a good place to come hang out and just you smoke cigars and you.
Yeah, we can't smoke over there anymore.
Oh, dang, yeah, because like you guys really need to see this, right? Like you really need to see this. He's got the liquor going on. He's got the espresso going on. He's got the beer on tap. It's a real nice thing going on here. So, look here, I'm very happy for you, man. I'm very proud to have been a part of when you first started to seeing where you are going.
Yeah, it's this summer is going to be a game changer, I believe. Just because of the nasty winter we had, so people want to come in and enjoy a cigar and a beverage together, alcoholic beverage, but they don't want to go outside and do it. It's just been too cold or just tons of snow out there. So when we can get out on the patio and do that, I think it's going to be a big game changer.
Yeah.
All right, so building on what Tilden and all were saying, cigar lounges are known for good conversations, stories, that sort of thing. Is there any real memorable ones that you've had since you've opened?
Oh, not as far as stories and things like that I can recall. We just haven't had a ton of. Well, we had Dennis Prager in here one night, so we had a lot of stories through him. But we did a night with Dennis here and had some American Ninja Warriors that came by.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was kind of nice. The Eskimo Ninja.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he was here for a little bit, had some breakfast. Back when we had the cafe, we didn't have the liquor then, but.
Okay.
But yeah, we had some good conversations based on them.
Yeah.
But I don't sit out there with a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
So they have their conversations. Everybody that comes through here talks about that's a good conversation with that guy. They loved it out there, but I don't sit out there. I got to work.
Yeah.
I got to work.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking at you all shocked, like, oh, you don't sit out there? Yeah, but like somebody's got to run the place. Exactly. Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, I kind of already answered that question.
Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna tap on it again. Okay, so have you ever had a surprising or well-known person walk in the Rat Pack or the Rat Pack?
Not just walking in. We had things like with Dennis Prager was a planned event.
Okay.
General Mattis didn't come in, but he was outside
Yeah, yeah.
And somebody else came in for him because he didn't really want to be seen, type thing. So.
Oh, really? He didn't want to come in here?
No, well, yeah, I don't know. He was trying to be unseen. So.
Really?
So that was about it. I mean,
Yeah, but
I
officers are
expected-
known for smoking cigars, though.
Yeah, I expect we're going to have some events. I mean, Guy Fieri will be here eventually. You know, I saw his cigar, and he's good friends with people in town here, so he'll come up and do something again. And we'll get him here.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they're trying to cut back on the smoking in the military.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Granted, that's when I did the most cigar smoking was on deployments.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I noticed that, the guys with the cigarettes are getting like breaks every 15 minutes, and I've been working for like the last 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going on a smoke break. Come back 45 minutes.
There you
later.
go. Now
Where
get
you
a
been?
big
I'm
cigar.
like, smoking a cigar, man.
Get a big one.
Man, so every Friday when we deploy to Iraq, every Friday, we all would get around the fire pit. Now, I mean, it's Iraq and it's summertime, but every Friday night we still get around the fire pit, smoke our cigars, and we would go to the DFAC, and the DFAC you get the near beer, right?
Oh God.
And we're sitting around the fire with our cigars, and we're drinking that damn near beer.
There is better non-alcoholic beers, dude.
Ooh wee! It was rough. It was rough, but we made it happen though.
Yeah, my first deployment was Beck's, not alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't that
exactly.
good to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. All right, it's on you.
All right. So, as we've definitely been harping on so far, Fairbanks winters are not a joke.
Yeah.
How does that affect store your cigars and run the shop?
Oh, I think we kind of hit that a little bit. It's just hard to keep the humidity in there. You know, every day you got to fill up the humidity or the humidifiers. Mm-hmm. And other than that, I mean, it's my fantastic doors here, the commercial doors, they don't never shut. They frost up. You know, it's hard to keep heat in the building. But But it is what it is. We get through it.
Okay.
Surprised they don't have the way to plumb the humidifiers directly to the.
There is ways, but I just don't have water over there, and distilling water is. I paid $500 the first time I distilled my own water for the month, and I'm never going to do it again.
Wait, you pay to distill your own water? It still costs that much?
Yeah, because for 1 gallon you waste 40 gallons.
Oh.
So. Yeah.
It's a really inefficient condenser.
Yeah, it's not. It's no joke. So.
Is it a system that you buy yourself and you keep it on site?
Yeah, just a reverse osmosis system.
Yeah. And so you invested in it, and you still say,
Yeah, turned around and sold it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I used it for a long time when I had hauled water in here.
Yeah.
Because I could just recirculate it into a certain container.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I mean, it would fill a container up in a heartbeat.
I guess Costco is your friend, isn't it?
No, yeah, Fred Meyer's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also distilled.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I thought, so you know.
Well, it's $1.79 a gallon over there.
Yeah.
So versus probably $40, $50 it cost me to make my own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. All right, so do you think the cigar culture in Alaska is different than other places you've visited?
I don't think it's different. I mean, like we got our challenges here, but besides the alcohol thing, I think having alcohol and cigars together is what you really want.
Yeah,
I mean
true.
They're meant to be paired together.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I just thought about something. So I go on business trips to Anchorage like every few months, and there are 2 places in Anchorage: Bernie's Bungalow,
Yeah.
and then there's the one little log cabin place. But you smoke cigars
outside. Yeah.
but it's heated though.
Yeah.
Isn't this the same thing?
Yeah, we can
Especially
take it
Bernie's
outside.
Bungalow.
Yeah,
because
but
I could sit there and eat at Bernie's Bungalow,
Yeah,
smoke
but
a
as long as you're
cigar.
outside. But we can do it out here.
Okay.
But we just can't do it in that building. So.
Oh, man.
So when it's 40, it's not 40 below down there in Anchorage either. So
Right.
they get a lot better weather than we do, so they could sit out there underneath the heater and it would be all right to smoke and drink together. So they can actually have winter events and different things. But here we can have things going on, but we can't bring alcohol in there.
Oof. Yeah. We need to fix that.
Yes, we do.
So we need to fix that. All right. I'm not going to call anybody out, but I know you guys. I know two of you. I'm not going to say your names, but we need your assistance. I'm not going to say your names, but we do need your assistance.
All right. So, if you had to pick your personal desert island cigar, what would it be?
Oh boy.
You're stranded on a desert island and somehow you had a case of cigars.
Can I have 100 of them?
We'll say the plane was transporting that brand and crashed with you on it.
Nat Seco 1965 is probably one of my favorite cigars. It's a boutique brand owned by Xander Gregg, which is a wholesale company. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. Anything Esteban Carreras, I mean, I would do too. Karen Berger, I got so many favorites. So
Yeah.
Karen Berger Maduro would be a great one. I could live off that one.
Okay. All right, so let's see here. We're down to the last question, the official portion of the interview. However, I'm going to ask you this last question. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to probably do a little bit of freestyle. And so can we at least do this right here? Can we at least, when we come back for the second segment, can we at least get you to show us the difference between a Maduro,
Sure, yeah.
a Connecticut, and then give us a quick class on how to properly cut a cigar, show us some lighters, show us wood matches, that kind of thing. Give us like a cigar 101.
We can do that.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Jeff the last question. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back, and he's going to give us a cigar 101 lesson, Alaska edition, inside a building safely. Okay.
Put the alcohol away.
To where he can remain in business. All right? After he gives us this block of instruction. Okay, so last question. Looking ahead, what's the future for the Rat Pack? Any plans, expansions, or events people should know about?
Just to get my plans to begin with is to get alcohol and smoking together. That's what I'm going to be working on. We're opening up the downstairs right now for consumption of alcohol. Still can't smoke down there, but
You can't?
no. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing is that's why all the other shops that are in these strip malls and things, they can't have.
Oh, hell no.
They can't have tasting rooms, so they can't smoke in there at all.
So how do dispensaries get away with it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a whole other law. I'm telling
they've
you.
got no alcohol for that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, there's a whole other law. On
Have
that.
you talked to those guys about
Yeah.
how they're able to do that?
I've been talking.
They have
to them.
comedy shows there.
They do, yeah. I mean, it's amazing, and then they test dirty. You know, all the people that are in there test dirty. You know?
Yeah.
So you have bus drivers and things that go in there and they test dirty and they say that's not good. You know.
No. Well, okay, now so we have interviewed Keenan, and Keenan says that his filtration system is so good that if I was to go in there as a government employee, I could go in there and rest assured that I would not come up positive on anything because of his filtration. So that's what he's saying.
I just remember seeing back when I was in college, I had to do a presentation or something. I chose like drug testing because that was one of the options. And if I remember from that, even if your roommates are Cheech and Chong, the contact isn't going to show up on a drug test.
Okay.
Granted, this was 20-some years ago. Maybe the drug tests have gotten better. I don't know.
I mean, but the weed's gotten stronger, though. The weed's gotten stronger with the years.
Not what they sell. Not what they can sell legally.
I don't do weed, so I don't know. I don't know.
That was like one of the weirdest things when I first got up here because, you know, it was like right after weed got made legal, about 2 years after I was up here, and Pipe and Leaf opened up, and I'm like, oh, cool, there's a place to go like get some tobacco.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's the
pipe
first thing I thought, too.
And cigars. No, they sell marijuana.
That's what I thought too.
And I'm like,
Actually,
They opened up the same time
Yeah.
I did, pretty much,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh man!" I seen that building coming together, and it's like, "Oh crud!" Now I got a competition, you know. And then I
Yeah.
went over there. It's weed. So.
Yeah, yeah, you know, because I smoke pipes, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, man, like another place to go get, you know, what I'm saying, some pipe tobacco. I was like, no, there's no pipe tobacco in there. It's like, I mean, but it is
You
right
put it in a
next door.
pipe.
Hey, but you know what? Though? I tell you what, though, they put it right next
Well, that's
door.
good marketing,
to,
yeah.
to the burger place,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so that was a good one
Yeah.
right there. I'm like, they know what they're doing.
well,
Got the munchies.
which is why I'm still surprised that Raising Cane's has never opened.
Yeah.
Because in a town with legal marijuana, I would think a place that did nothing but chicken strips would do really well.
Yeah, no doubt, huh?
But
No doubt. Okay, so here we are. We're at the end of our official questions. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little break. And we're going to come back for the freestyle. And you're going to give us a little
tutorial.
cigar 101 on, you know, the different types of cigars, how to cut a cigar, how to light a cigar, and what your options are for lighting the cigar, that kind of good thing. And it'll all be legal. We're not trying to get nobody kicked out of here. All right, so so you guys will be right back. What's up, Fairbanks, North Star Borough? We are back for our second portion, and we like to call this the freestyle segue. So we already have questions that we've already come up with. So it's not really going to be a complete segue, kind of sort of a segue, but not really. Anyways, this is a segue though. Okay, Jeff, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are
Okay,
you?
so you ready for the second half?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to throw some stuff at you. Okay,
Okay.
so earlier we talked about the different types of cigars. And so when you get into cigars, there's like some things that you cigar etiquette. So this is going to be cigar 101 real quick, right? And you're probably never going to get this anywhere else in Fairbanks or Alaska other than this podcast right here, 3060 Podcast. And let's back up. Okay, so 3060 Podcast, you can find us on all your usual suspects. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music. You can find us on Pandora. You can also find us on our Facebook page, 3060 Podcast. Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, of course you know you can find us on YouTube. However, there's more. Jeff, are you on any social medias? And where can people find you? And so we're going to link his social medias in the description on this episode right here.
We have Instagram, but we seem to be taken down all the time on Facebook, so I don't understand what's going on there.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, just Google Rat Pack, the Rat Pack AK.
Okay.
It will come up, and it's.
Now, so do
They
you
can find us that way.
Now, so do you do online orders or?
I will. I mean, I send out to villages and stuff.
Okay.
I have, you know, I have
Okay.
some school teachers out there that.
Let me
trying to
back
get
up a little bit more. Okay, so guys, I forgot, and so this is gonna come up, and we're making plans, but we're gonna go backwards before we go forwards. But this was our 30th episode. Today's episode marks the first episode of our second season.
I feel so privileged.
Yes. So congratulations to the Rat Pack, and you are our 30th guest, and this is the start of our second season. Now, so the way it was supposed to work was Bobby, owner of Hoodoo, our first guest. He was supposed to be the 30th guest to start our second season, but life happens, and so his son is involved with Lathrop Sports, and he's following his son, and now I think he's this weekend he's what?
Snow machining or fishing?
He's snow machining, so our schedules just couldn't match up. But we're gonna save the Bobby episode for our 1 year anniversary celebration. Like, we got some good stuff planned. So if you guys are at the brewery on that particular day when we tape, we're going to be giving away T-shirts. We're going to have a charcuterie board. We're going to have cake. So come out and celebrate with us. We don't know when it's going to be yet, but if you happen to be at Hoodoo when we're there, that's going to be our 1 year anniversary celebration. But this is the 30th episode right here.
At the rate we're going, it's gonna be the 1 year and 1 month anniversary.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, because life happens though. Yeah. I mean, because life be lifing though.
It's like the baker's dozen thing. It's been 13 months. We're good.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so getting back on track, Cigar 101 for Alaska, hosted by the Rat Pack out of Fairbanks, Alaska. Jeff Masters, please show us. So give us some tips.
Well, when you're picking a cigar and when you're pairing a cigar, so a lighter alcohol, like a light crisp beer, you'd want to go with something that's a Connecticut, a lighter cigar.
Okay.
So the Connecticut wrapper is the lighter wrapper.
Okay.
But then that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You know, a lot of them will be a stronger cigar, even though they do have a Connecticut wrapper on it. And then a lot of the Maduro wrappers, like this one here, is going to be a nice medium cigar. It's not going to be a full flavored. This is a full flavored cigar, a little more Oscuro wrapper to it.
Okay. Now, so is that considered a Maduro?
It is Oscuro, Maduro, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you know, the Oscuro is a darker one than a normal Maduro. But,
Okay.
And it's going to be a more heavier cigar. Espinosa is high in nicotine, so it's a pretty strong cigar.
Oh, so
this-
all cigars. So I thought that the nicotine thing in a cigar it's just there because the leaves are leaves and they're just there.
No, there's many different strengths.
Different
in
leaves are different strength, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, strength is nicotine,
Okay.
and then a full flavored cigar is your flavor notes and points that you have on it. But
Gotcha.
But when they talk about a full strength cigar, that's nicotine.
Gotcha.
You know, that's
So-
Espinosa. Anything Espinosa.
Okay, so do you offer the Cigar Aficionado magazine here?
I have them here.
So you have them here?
Yeah, people can read through them and so
Okay.
forth. Take them with them if they want. You know.
You know the thing that so the thing I've been smoking cigars for 37 years, right? And so I know what tastes good to me, but for the life of me, I cannot differentiate those notes that people in Cigar Aficionado that they point. I'm like,
If you talk to a manufacturer,
now nutty, I'll get that.
yeah,
Spicy. so the Arturo Fuente double chateau or chateaus, that's spicy. I get that.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff, the light henna berries and the chocolate, I'm like, I don't want.
if you ask any one of the manufacturers, they're going to say it's all gimmicks. I mean, it's somebody else that's pulling these notes out. What is a little hint of leather, you know, a little chocolate, a little bit of earth. If you go to Carolina Cigars, you know, and you ask him, okay, what kind of a flavor point do you have in your cigar? And he'll just look at you and laugh. It was grown in the dirt, and it's a plant, so it's got some earthy tones. So I mean, that's what you get out of most of the manufacturers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gran Habano,
Yeah.
blue green, very cedar tasting, very cedar. But I couldn't pull that together. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
what is this bitter taste? When I went to him, I said, "What is this bitter taste?" And he goes, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Well, what's your initial flavor profile when you first light it up?
Yeah.
Still didn't know what I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. So I went online and looked at it, and it's cedar, and it's obviously straight cedar. I mean, it tastes like a cedar tree. It's good. It's one of my favorite cigars now, but it's weird. I just can't. I just don't think of that.
Never tasted a cedar tree.
Okay.
Well, you know what cedar
part-
smells like when it's burning. I mean, that's kind of what.
Yeah.
Like on deployments, one of the guys would get these cigars that had like a cedar wrap around it. And
yeah, a
you'd
lot of them
smoke
do.
that along with a cigar. I'm like, okay.
I don't know if I go that far. It's meant to come off.
Well, but aren't those meant to actually also light the cigar too?
Yeah,
right?
that's your
yeah.
cedar for lighting. If you use
Yeah.
a match, and then
Okay.
you light the cedar.
Okay. So take us through cigar 101.
Well, when cutting a cigar, you got a couple different choices. There's a punch where you can actually just punch the end. I don't have one here.
Okay.
But my favorite one is the V cut.
Yep.
Just because it keeps the cap intact. So when you're cutting it, you can see this bottom ridge here. That's the end of your cap.
Okay.
So you do not want to go below that.
Nope,
You do
you
that,
don't.
it's going to unravel.
Because
and
it'll
you're gonna
unravel.
get tobacco all over the place. So.
Yep. And then you won't get a good draw.
No. So you
Yeah.
really, a lot of the, Rocky Patel and those guys, they keep a long fingernail. Mm-hmm. And that's all they use.
Really?
Yeah, they never carry cutters with them. They keep telling me that all the time. I don't
Yeah.
carry a cutter with me. I just use a fingernail.
Yeah.
Pop it off. I bite mine off all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, normally when I see someone with a long fingernail, I'm thinking they're doing cocaine.
Well, maybe that's that too. I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt.
But,
Multi-function, multi-purpose. It's all good.
So I bite mine off a lot, and I told somebody that you could just, if you're just out in the field and you don't have a cutter with you, just bite it off, and he did, and he bit it off right there.
Ooh, that was
And it's like, no, dude.
That was too much air in there.
He just went out into the lounge out there, was going to try a cigar, and the tasting room, and he bit it off, and that was that. So
Oops.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oops.
I
A
cut
lesson
it.
learned.
I cut it, straight for him, so he smoked it and he enjoyed it. But so the V cut is my favorite because we don't do anything to the cap that it's going to destroy it.
Okay.
There so they can see the.
And so you can get this apparatus here, right?
You can, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because matter of fact, because you sold me mine,
Yeah.
and so I've had it for years.
This is the one that you use? I don't remember selling you one.
No, yeah. So you sold me one, but it was years ago though. But it
Yeah.
didn't have the base though. I don't have the base. Mine just has that right there. Yeah, but it's been years ago. Like when you first opened, I got it because I'm like, wow, I need one of those. And you're like, yeah, there you go.
So anyways, my favorite is the V cut, and when you cut it, it just doesn't take much, especially with this one. You don't want to just reef it down because it'll tear it.
Right.
So it puts a nice little V cut in it.
Very nice.
And then-
And so, if you guys can see the little V cut right there, let's see here. Boom. There you go. All right.
So the different shades, I was started off with the Connecticut. This is a Habano. This is going to be a medium cigar. This is going to be a little more full flavored with the Maduro.
Okay, so if you guys are looking at the shades of the wrappers, right? You can tell that they're, well, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna try to edit the colors a little bit better in the video when I edit this before I post it. But there's a little bit of difference in the coloring,
See?
right? There's a little bit of difference in the coloring that you guys can tell. All right. Now, so typically, the darker the color, does that mean the stronger the tobacco, or how does that work?
It's typically that way, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll get, a lot of Maduro ones that you would think would be a more full flavored cigar are blended to be mediums, like
Okay.
the Karenberger Maduro.
Gotcha.
I don't like a very full flavored cigar. I'm more of a medium-ish type guy.
Okay.
That's why I really like the Karenberger, because it gives a sweetness with the dark wrapper.
Okay.
Because a Maduro wrapper, basically means ripe.
Yeah.
So
True.
it's just a sweetness to it, like putting a banana in the fridge, and it turns black and it's really sweet after that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with a darker wrapper.
Okay.
It's just aged longer and turns a little more sweeter. So we got the V cut, and then the guillotine cut would be this one here.
Boom.
You just don't want to get it, like I say, down below that
Right.
that point there.
Okay, so guys, so that's the guillotine cut right there, right? Okay, now here's the thing. So you have, so cigars come in different gauges, right? Gauge or gauge?
Gauge.
Gauge. Okay, so they come in different gauges. So you want to make sure if you're using these two middle cuts right here, you want to make sure that you don't go too far to where it violates the top of the cap, because you can see when you buy a cigar, and there's different, like you could tell the cap and where the cap ends. You never want to go beyond the cap. So as long as when you stick it down in one of these two openings right here, it doesn't go beyond the cap, the top of the cap, then you're good to go. And you will enjoy your cigar, because once you go beyond the cap, it's a done deal, because it will unravel on you. You'll have too much airflow, and you will not enjoy that
tobacco.
Yeah, exactly, and you will not enjoy that smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's levels to this thing, guys. There's levels to this thing.
So when lighting a cigar, you like to toast it a little bit. I mean,
Yes.
a lot of people just want to get a coal going there, which
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary.
Yep.
You just want to heat it to where it'll all, when you go to light it,
It all
it's
looks
all
black,
gonna get-
right? It all looks black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, when you put the flame to it, you don't want to put your flame on it. So you're actually going to be holding out here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to get it, work your way towards it till you get to where it just starts to coal up.
Yeah, true.
Then just put it to your mouth and go. Because
And
once
then
it
you-
starts, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
you don't need to sit there and hold it, and then people sit out there and do this. So I don't understand that. But when it comes,
I know you probably see a lot of stuff that makes you laugh. Chuckle.
I'm going to say that when it comes to etiquette, that you mentioned, cigar etiquette, smoke a cigar how you enjoy to smoke a cigar. I mean, I can't stand when people say you got to do it this way. You're doing that wrong. You're doing that wrong.
Yeah.
If this is the way you learned and this is the way you enjoy to have a cigar, you do it and keep doing it.
Okay, now, so, talking about etiquette, what do you feel about people who, like, do you smash your cigar out, or does it go out on its own?
It goes out on its own.
It goes out on its own, right?
Never smash a cigar out.
Exactly.
It destroys an ashtray,
Yeah.
and it just sits there actually and smokes more than it would if you just sat it down.
Okay, so I'm in my garage Saturday morning. I'm enjoying my smoke. Midway through the smoke, I get a phone call. I get taken away from my cigar. 3 hours later, I'm like, oh dang, I still got half a cigar left. Can I go back and relight it?
Well, working in a cigar shop, I constantly walk away from my cigar.
Okay.
If you can, blow the smoke out of it, the stale smoke,
Okay.
and then when you come back to it, it should light up pretty good. Knock
Okay.
the ash off and light it up. I
Okay.
have no problem lighting it up.
Okay.
You'll get to a lot of people that say, nope, once it goes out, it's done.
Yeah.
I mean, besides, if you walk away from it, you're done.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I remember the whole. It's like, okay, if you gotta go do something else, take your cutter,
You
cut
can
off
cut the end.
just before the ash,
Yeah.
and come back and smoke it later.
Yeah, I mean, that's a personal preference. I don't worry about it myself. I mean, as long as I blow the smoke out,
Yeah.
and I really don't even do that because, the doorbell rings, I run back in here to help a customer, and I go back out and finish my cigar. So, it is what it is. So,
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So let's get into some of these questions then. Okay. So the Rat Pack offers whiskey, local beers, and coffee. How did you decide to include drinks as a part of the cigar lounge experience?
Well, that is a cigar lounge experience,
Well, in the lower 48.
In the lower 48. But it's
lower
still,
48.
It still is here, but we just kind of have to put it more towards summer. And, so if we start a fire out there, it's a fire pit, it's not so bad, but,
Yeah.
we're just, like you say, we're going to have to try and change things. But that was the whole plan. So, I mean, I started a cafe here.
Yes.
To get food established here so I could get a beer and wine license. But then a full liquor license came available and I snagged it up.
Right,
So,
right. And so
Those aren't cheap.
we need to, you two know who I'm talking to. I know you're going to watch this episode. we need to see what we can do, because this could be a spot right here. So it's a spot. It's a spot right now, but it could be even more of a spot once we get it all right.
we do need to cater to, people do enjoy having a smoke, having a cigar or whatever. We need to cater to them a little bit more too.
Exactly.
Give us a place to go. If
Yeah.
you don't like it, we're, here at Rat Pack, we're in the cigar lounge type thing, in the tasting room, then you don't go in. That's what it comes down to.
So let me frame this correctly. for you two that are listening, and you know who I'm talking to, and everybody else, Fairbanks, Alaska, the Rat Pack,
I mean,
the farthest north
Yes.
American cigar lounge.
Cigar tasting room.
cigar taste.
Okay.
We got to be real careful with that.
Okay.
It's not a lounge. We can't have a club. They won't allow us to have a club.
Okay,
which I don't
so
understand
you are
that
the
either.
farthest north
Tasting room.
cigar tasting room.
Yes.
Boom.
So
Okay.
You can't have like the places where they have, the personal humidors for certain people.
Oh yeah. Do you? So are you gonna do that?
It all
Like
depends.
rent space for
I
the?
mean, I would hate to
have
think what it
to.
would
I
cost
really
me.
have to look at. When they tell us that we can't do that. I mean, 90% of all
But
sales.
that's a thing in Texas.
90% of all sales
Well,
have to be tobacco
That's the
related.
thing everywhere.
So I can't charge anybody really to go out there. So that's why it's a tasting room. So you buy a cigar, you go out there and you taste your cigar. I can't charge people to really go out there.
So here's a question for you.
Okay.
You can't have employees go out to where people are smoking.
Yes.
So why can't you just buy a beer here and walk out to the thing?
They won't allow the two together, period. I mean,
That's not-
they said if it was a private event out there and somebody, rented the space, they could do whatever they wanted out
But
there.
how come you can't rent the space from yourself? Work with me,
It's
Jeff.
It's
Work
worded.
with me,
It's
Jeff.
worded for them,
Work with me, Jeff.
Well, I mean,
Like you can't rent the space to yourself.
no, I can't have anybody here. I mean, I can't have any employee rent the space. I can't have any of that. So,
you can't rent it to the first customer for a ridiculous low price.
well, I mean, that's fine. But then anybody that walks in the door, they have to know who's going back there. I can't just say, oh yeah, it's rented out. Well, I can say it's rented out to one person. No, that ain't gonna happen. So.
Scott.
Just say you're having a continuous
Yeah.
political
Scott?
dinner type deal.
But they allow me to cater out there. They told me I can cater. If we have a thing, then I can actually cater from here
Scott?
to there. So
Scott.
You say you're working to name names.
I'm not. I just said Scott. There's so many Scotts in America. Anyways. Okay, so go ahead.
Where are we? All right. For someone new to cigars, what's an easy whiskey and cigar pairing you'd recommend?
Ooh, well, I would go. That's someone that's new to cigars.
You know what? Anyone.
Okay, well, I would go with a medium cigar. I mean, a medium cigar is going to pair with just about anything. The one that I like, Rat Sequel 1965. That's my favorite. One of my favorite cigars. I would pair that with anything, and I think everybody would enjoy that. I have paired that with people that wanted something like that, and they said it was great. So but the darker the whiskey, the more heavy the whiskey, the darker the cigar.
So it goes good with bourbon.
So is that
dark.
the rule of thumb? So that's the rule of thumb.
Rule of thumb is so a lighter
Okay.
a Chardonnay, a Pilsner beer.
Yeah.
You want a Connecticut.
Okay.
And then as you work your way up, IPA, I'd go to a medium cigar.
Yeah.
You get, an IPA or just a red wine. If you get into a stout beer and then some heavy liquors, then I would go Maduro.
Okay.
And even go further. These aren't necessarily. This is blended to be a medium. This is blended to be pretty heavy smoke. But I would go with something with a lot of heaviness to it.
Okay. So you've got some local Alaska beers available.
Yes.
Are there any beer and cigar pairings that surprise people at how well they work together? For the local beers.
We're trying to get Hoodoo over here to do an actual pairing, in Lat 65 to do an actual pairing. But
Zeb, Bobby.
They have a certain window, like January is their best month to do that.
Well,
because they're not busy over there. So
true.
So I mean, it just kind of fell apart, never happened. But I would love to get somebody over, just be a day, just a few hours to come over and do a pairing here, and I'd like to see what we haven't really paired things before, for the most part.
Nick.
Who's Nick?
Nick Gavora.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Nick. Well, so I asked.
I mean,
Nick,
I'd love to have Gavoras over here and do a tasting deal.
so I asked Nick to be a guest host today, but he was busy
Yeah.
plowing stuff today, so he couldn't make it. But Nick,
He doesn't plow.
well, no, he was
Tom plows.
no, he was clearing stuff for he's got stuff to do. He was plowing stuff today. Well, that's what he said, anyways. Okay.
I know his head maintenance guys.
So he told me that he's busy this whole week. Look, he wanted to be here, but he couldn't. Anyways, I'm gonna edit that out because I don't want to put him on the spot like that. But I did ask him to be a guest host because I thought that would have been a cool ass thing to have Nick Gavora or Ben here to sit in for Brandon. Okay, so
I would love to have some tasting events here for sure.
but I thought that you had arranged to have tasting events here.
Well, I mean, you got to do it with them. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you
So-
can do it with coffee.
Hey, are you so? I'm gonna edit all this shit out. And see, you guys make my fucking job. I'm gonna be up all night editing shit out. Okay, so that Edgar Allan Poe thing that's about to go on. Oh, that's like having something. Well, not that, but having.
having something like that.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I mean, there's.
Because
I
back
can't-
in
we don't have
like
the room
the
here.
Roaring Twenties and cigars and
Sure.
speakeasies.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I'd like to do a good Rat Pack night. Get some live Rat Pack type music.
Shit. And spaghetti and yeah.
Well, you're going all out, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, because whenever you go to fucking Gavora's, no, not Gavora's, to
Brown
the damn
Jug?
no, the damn spaghetti place on College.
Geraldo's?
Geraldo, when you go to Geraldo's and take a piss, and you're looking up at the poster, what do you see? You see Sammy Davis Jr., Sinatra, and Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. is pouring a damn drink into the, and yeah, so that's why I said that.
Oh, I guess I've never been in that bathroom.
You've never been in the bathroom and seen the poster of those
No,
guys right there
no.
while you're taking a piss?
I might have stole that poster if I'd seen it.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's right there. And it's got the signature on it. Anyways.
I mean, if they really want to do that poster right, they'd all be kind of looking down like this.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit.
with smirks and looks at.
Let's get back on track, man. Let's get back on track.
Do you know where track is now?
Yeah. So go ahead. So I think it's on you. But I think we've covered this one.
No,
Go ahead, answer. But
I
answer
did the
again.
last one about whiskey, dude. It's up to you.
No, it's wait.
Oh.
It's on number 4.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Did we just talk about coffee?
Yeah.
So-
Because we did cover it though. So you go on to the next one.
Mixing, screw that. All right. I mean, he's already talked about this. 'cause,
If you have a creamy coffee,
darker drink, stout beer, or espresso, they go better with the dark cigars.
Yes. Yes.
We've pretty much established this point.
Okay. So
Darker the cigar, darker the drink, darker the cigar.
For the most part, yep.
Okay, so I'll ask the next one then, and then we're about ready to close out. Okay, so if someone walks into the Rat Pack and says, "Give me the perfect combo," what cigar and drink would you put in their hand?
If
I'm
you
gonna-
could do it.
Yeah, exactly. In the building. In the building. No, summertime at the fire pit, or wintertime at the fire pit.
I would give it an old fashioned
Oh, okay.
and a Nat Seco 1965.
Okay.
Because it's going to have, the old fashioned is going to have some flavoring to it. It's going to knock it down to a medium. So I wouldn't go to a real heavy cigar. It's going to compete with it.
Okay.
You want them to pair. You don't want to compete and overpower things. So
Okay. Gotcha.
So kind of a middle of the road type deal.
say that again.
So kind of a middle of the road pairing, not too strong a cigar, not too strong a drink.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what like the lighter cigar pairs with a lighter drink. That's because you don't want them to compete.
Yeah.
You want them to complement.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, but when you get a real heavy liquor, real peaty tasting liquor, it's earthy thing, then you want something that's going to be a more bold cigar.
So something strong for Scotch.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So, has anyone ever come up with a pairing in the shop that surprised you?
No,
No.
like I said, we haven't had the liquor here long enough to really
Okay.
know.
What about
So,
the coffees?
coffees? I have a cigar in there. It's called Breakfast Bliss, and the reason I brought it in because when they gave it to me at one of the shows, I tried it that morning with my coffee, and it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites to have with a coffee in the morning.
So if people were allowed to, well, because they can't sip on their coffee and have a cigar. So
Yeah.
are they doing?
They can do that.
So
yes.
are they doing a latte? Are they doing a cappuccino? Are they doing just a shot of espresso?
Everybody's different. I mean, it's just
Okay, so
if someone
just-
did a shot of espresso, I maybe go to a My Father, the Judge, or something that's going to have a little fudgy taste to it. You know,
okay, all right,
and that will complement something that's going to be dark.
okay,
If you're going to do something with like a latte or whatever, and it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be real creamy, then I would definitely go down to a Connecticut.
okay. So
And it's the
latte,
same.
creamy, Connecticut. All right, and so just an espresso.
Straight espresso, I definitely would go something a little bit more bang to it.
Okay,
French
so
roast.
this is a Maduro wrapper.
That's the Oscar O Maduro wrapper. Yeah.
Okay, so something a little darker. Okay, boom, and so so
But you can't go wrong if you paired pretty much anything with a medium cigar. Like this would be, that's a Maduro wrapper, but it's really blended to be a medium cigar. You can't really go wrong with it.
okay, all right, good deal.
So if you don't know what to pair, what to choose or whatever, then I would go medium and you'd be pretty safe.
And so that's pretty much standard, and you're safe.
Yes.
Basically. Okay. All right. So let's get here. Let's get to the last question. I think for this round right here, unless you have anything else. But does the Alaska climate or the Fairbanks crowd influence what kinds of drinks people prefer with their cigars? Have you noticed that?
Haven't noticed that yet.
Okay.
It's everybody's got their own taste, so they like their drinks no matter they go somewhere else where they're not even thinking about smoking.
Mm-hmm.
They like their drinks, and then you got to figure out, okay, what cigar am I going to have with this drink if they want a cigar. So we try and match them up as good as we can, and just let them have at it. But it's a trial and error thing,
Okay.
really, and it's a personal preference. So you're going to go through cigars, you're going to go through drinks, and figure out what really pairs with different drinks.
Got you. Are there any what's the word I'm looking for? Preconceived misconceptions about a cigar smoker. That you know what I'm saying, that you wanna just lay it out there
Well,
and say boom.
they kind of dump it with cigarettes and stuff, and which is not good. I mean, because there's so many chemicals in a cigarette.
Right.
In the paper, why does it keep burning? Because of the chemicals on it.
Right.
This is all natural. Cigars are all natural for the most part.
Yes,
you
they
get
are.
a flavored one. There's a lot of flavored ones that are flavored with alcohol, which they don't have chemicals and stuff in. But there is chemical ones, acid.
Yeah.
There is chemical ones,
Yeah.
and I would just suggest staying away from that because of the chemicals. But Drew Estates has got a lot of nice cigars that aren't that way. But I'm not putting down Drew Estates. But,
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so I wish they're really not, they're trying not to lump them all together right now. They're
Yeah.
kind of, cigars aren't even regulated through the FDA. Like, I mean, everybody's got their own preference.
Okay.
I think a lot of it's a case of like, okay, I like this drink. What cigar goes with it?
That's going to be pretty much the size of it. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own particular drink. It's kind of hard to say. And then they go in there and say, well, I've had that cigar and I don't like it. So that was the cigar I was going to pair you with. So you got to get some answers from people before you can really decide to pair something with it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That ends it for the freestyle segue. You get anything come to mind?
Overrated cigars.
Oh yes. Okay.
Overrated cigars.
Yes. Do tell.
Well, I mean, personally myself.
Well, I mean, and so I know that you're a cigar dealer, and you don't want to put anybody on the spot, but yeah, you don't have to mention any names.
No, Steve Saka went to make the most expensive cigar he could possibly make, and when he got done with it, it cost him $40. why do you have cigars that cost hundreds of dollars? Besides, in the state of Alaska, because we double it in tax to begin with.
Are you talking about like the Opus type
the Opus
cigars?
X, and things like that.
Ooh,
it's like, but those are good cigars.
They are.
But then that's a retail cost without even putting our tax on it. $150 or more. Cuban cigars. We can't get them in the United States, but they are using they are using Nicaraguan tobacco now.
What's funny?
It's not a whole lot different.
So what's funny is so when I deployed to Iraq the first time, and we got to, and so you go to the little Iraqi vendors that they allow on post, and they have the Cuban cigars, right? And so you're buying these Cuban cigars, but they don't have the proper way to keep these damn cigars, right? And you're out in the middle of the damn desert, and you get them back to your place, and
one cut and poof,
and you open it up and pow! It because it's so dry, right? I'm like, whoa, what is it? So
we have that problem here because we're dry outside. So when you go from 70% humidity and you take it outside and you're going to sit outside and try and smoke it, it has a tendency to want to pop on you. So you really got to take it and let it sit for 4 hours outside the humidor before you take it outside.
That's another cigar 101 tip right there. All right. Yeah. Now, so if you've got the time to do so, or if you aren't sure if your cigars are being properly kept, or if you have a humidor at your house and you don't know for sure. Now, so if you have a humidor at your house, I hope you know what you're doing. All right, with your hydrometers and all that stuff, right? So hopefully you don't have that problem. But to be on the safe side, you said let it sit
for about 4 hours. 2 hours probably minimum, but 4 hours.
So that requires proper planning, foreshadowing. Okay, I know I'm gonna smoke a cigar 4 hours from now. Let's just set it aside.
Most of the time, you don't have that kind of humidity on them. When you're at home, you have 60-65% probably for the most part. A lot of people, a lot of them do have 70-72%.
Right.
Yeah, with that kind of humidity, and especially when you walk outside. If you're going to go into your garage and smoke, it's not that big a deal. But walking outside, it have a tendency to freeze that moisture in there and just pop.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because I always smoke mine in my garage, and so I bought a Rabbit Air purifier.
Yeah.
And so that's what stays in my garage. And that Rabbit Air is pretty good because as soon as I light up and I take a couple of puffs and the smoke is in there, it comes on and you see the smoke going towards it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty good. That's a damn good.
Yeah, I have two out there.
Oh, so you got the Rabbit Airs out there?
Rabbit out there, yeah, two Rabbit Airs, and then I got a couple air handlers.
Yeah. Now, so do you get your filters off Amazon?
If I can, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Amazon's the way to go.
If I can find them cheap somewhere, but
no, Amazon. So the bootleg. So I get the bootleg pack from Amazon.
Oh, for the Rabbit Air. Oh yeah. I get them from Amazon because it's too expensive.
If you go through Rabbit Air,
you can't continually do that. Especially when you can't charge people to be out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anything else?
Try to think of something. Oh, you say you do online orders. Have you ever shipped internationally?
No, to me, yes, but not out. So I've had orders shipped straight from Nicaragua to here. They land in Miami and then they go through a forwarder there. But
yeah, it's like, well, the majority of cigars I smoked were on deployments. It was always funny reading the custom statement. It's like I just got like 20 cigars in. Read materials. Granted, it was coming to Afghanistan, so if it said cigars on there, I'm guaranteed it would have been.
Oh, I'm sure.
It would have been full of rocks when I got it.
Yeah, you don't want everybody taking them. Yeah.
What's the so as far as Alaska as a state, is there like a community annual gathering where you all get together and?
Well, I talked with Fifth Avenue Cigars, and we talked about doing something maybe down in Denali.
Okay.
During the summer.
Oh,
They
yeah.
come down there, we go up, and
Yeah.
it's not quite halfway, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we don't have anything around here, but I would like to.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So there's no partnership, sisterhood, brotherhoods. Or...
Well, I mean, Fifth Avenue, we kind of exchange back and forth. I go down there for some events here and there, and they come up here.
Did they ever get their bottom floor established, or is it still a no-go?
No, it's going.
Okay, because I know when they first started, they were having issues because of the laws getting it going.
Yeah, I think it was more of other businesses down there just basically shining a badge saying, hey, you can't have this,
Yeah.
And then they would shut down, and when they, dug into it a little bit deeper, that they could have it open. I mean, legally they can have it open.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well,
What's your best seller?
Not Seco 1965.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well,
that's it.
It's his first. It's his go-to
Well, when everybody
suggestion.
came in here and asked, well, what do you smoke? When I didn't have so many cigars, I got almost 700 different facings in there at the moment. And so when I first started, that was one of the first ones I brought in. It was my favorite cigar. So when they came in and said, what do you smoke? What do you like? That was it.
Okay.
And then they start, I'm going to start over on this side and work my way around the humidor, and they start here, and then they just, well, now I'm going to go back over there. No, I'm going to go back over there. So it just keeps, everybody keeps going back over there.
Okay. Now, so is one of these that?
No.
Okay, all right. So, any more questions? Okay, all right. So, I don't have any more questions at this time. Jeff, it's been a pleasure sitting here and chatting with you.
Thank you.
All right. So,
Thanks for coming by.
yes. And we'll have to do a follow-up. And hopefully we can get it to where we can enjoy a good smoke cigar and, one of our, like a finger of whiskey in the building in the wintertime. Of course, we can do it at the pit in the summertime,
Do it in
but
the summer.
year round. So we're working on that. So we're about to go around the circle. Remember what I said at the beginning?
No.
Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, you are.
remember.
You're going to introduce him. I'm going to say goodbye.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we got her.
Fairbanks, North Star Borough. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, this was as educational for you as it was for us. Jeff, thank you
Thank you.
for providing us with a little bit of Cigar 101.
Yeah, not
talk
too much
and,
knowledge there, but come by and
Well,
get a
it's a
cigar,
start.
and we'll get you going right.
It's
So,
a start. So, Fairbanks, North Star Borough. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tilden,
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jeff Masters with Rat Pack.
and this was 36 the podcast. We are out.
36, the podcast. Podcast. 36.